Hey planner people, it's been a super long time since I've done a video, so I thought I would just do a little update since I haven't done like my 2022 planner lineup. So hopefully this video isn't going to be ridiculously long. If it is, I'm going to chop it up and make it into parts, but let's get started. Okay, first of all, this is my probably what I would consider my base planner. So this is my go-to when all else fails, Old Faithful Hobonichi weeks. Right now I have it in this Giglio Slim Appunto. I don't have a lot of pocket decor going on, but I believe the original color of this was yellow. Wow, I'm very shadowy today. Anyway, so what was I going to say? So this is a yellow Slim Appunto. I do have this super cute cover on it right now. It's kind of like a holographic looking animal print. And then I have the heart-shaped Ollie dot. So I'm just going to take this out for a second just to make the flip easier. But sometimes it can be a little hard to slide this in with the cover on covers. So I actually like to use this little secretarial pocket. It works great. You just slip it in there and away you go. That's actually my preferred way to do it because when I write a lot of stuff, if I'm not just jotting something down quick, I take it out and write on it. So, okay, so let's take a peek here. So I've got some stickers. I usually just slap some stickers on the inside. I keep some sticky notes here. And then I decorated this page with rub-on stickers from Cocoa Daisy. I haven't done anything with this. I just never really use this page at all. And then I do the same thing with this page every year. So what I do is I have paydays in blue, vacation days in pink, and then I put my weekends I have to work in yellow. So, and that's just typically a Saturday, one Saturday every month. So that's all I ever do with that page every year. I do the same thing. So then I don't start my Hobonichi until January 1st. And I have very little decor in here because I'm actually trying to switch over to a sterling ink sub. And I signed up kind of late, so I won't get mine for a while. I did order some stickers just off of her website so that I can go back and just add a little bit of color. But it's probably not going to be anything too extensive. So I'm just trying to make up for the last couple of months with what I can get off her website. And hopefully, I can't remember if my first sub will come in March or April. But anyway, I typically only put where I'm working that day, whether I'm in the lab or if I'm at my desk. And then I do list my meetings, but I don't like put the time or the location. This is just supposed to be like a high level overview. And then I do have some little dots to indicate payday. So I've got January and February. And then for my weeks, of course, if I have anything coming up, then I put it on a sticky note on the correct month. Let's look at the week. I was trying not to use kits this year. I mean, I'm going to use stickers, but probably not full kits. So again, I don't start it until the 1st of January. And I've been using these same weather stickers now for a while, and I really like them. I typically either do two layouts. So I love check boxes, so I will make check boxes on the left with where I'm working, and then this is where I would put in fine details about the meetings I have, and then, you know, check them off or cross them out if they're canceled. I can, on this side, I will either make notes as far as like to-dos or whatever to buy, so on and so forth. Or sometimes I even draw lines and split it up per day so that I can keep it kind of separate. Now this is going to change a little bit going forward because I have picked up a separate planner for my work rather than trying to put all my work notes in here or in the back. This is a Mega, and that's pretty much what I bought the Mega for, was to keep work notes. But if, you know how it is with planners. What you think you're going to do changes 5 times, and what you end up settling on is completely different. So I do have one of the last few bits of my Cocoa Daisy subscriptions that I think I only have one subscription to cancel now. And then I'm done with Cocoa Daisy. I love them, but I thought it was getting a little redundant and I wanted to try something new. So definitely enjoyed getting those little boxes though when I was subscribed. So here you can see I drew lines. I like to keep track of the weather. This one you know, I'm not very good at doing layouts, so this one looks a little crazy. I don't know. Most people who can put stickers down can do it so it looks kind of cohesive, but mine just all looks so random all the time, so I just don't have that skill. But this is my vacation week. I'm on the last day, unfortunately. And so instead of having each day split up, I just kind of made a to-buy and to-do list. And as you can see, last day of vacation, and I'm only like halfway through my list, which I should have expected. And then this is next week. So I'm ready to go back to work tomorrow. So that's how I do my weeks. And then in the back, I do have my little table of contents or whatever you want to call it. I have some phone numbers here I got to cover up, but yeah, I continued my table of contents on the back. I do have work start times here. And then I had planned to use this for all my work notes, but I just realized that I would end up copying this over and over again because I archive this at home at the end of the year, not at work. So even though I have a lot of work notes in here now, everything is getting moved to my work planner, which will be archived at work. So I do have a lot in here. Continuing education, student loan stuff, car stuff, and so on and so forth. Online orders, which I've already given up on because I was totally overwhelmed. I'm supposed to be on a budget. It doesn't look like it though, does it? Poshmark. I think I was keeping track of my Poshmark sales, but again, I kind of overestimate how much I want to document stuff. And so I still have a lot of notes left. So I'll be able to think of something to do with those. Maybe next year I'll just go back to the regular instead of having a Mega, because if I'm going to have a separate work planner, this is probably not going to get filled up. So anyway, then at the very end, I have been putting some fountain pen inks. If I have something inked up and I want to just get a little swatch of it, I throw it down here. And I always washi those strings to the back because I don't like them. But I don't want to cut them off either. I don't know why. And then I have some more stickers, and that's pretty much it. I just want to show you a couple of other covers that I have that I really like. I have another Gillio, and this one, I just love the black matte Croco, so this one I use occasionally. I love this Gillio. This one I don't think I'll ever sell. So And then there's one more I wanted to show you. This one is made by Notique, and I really ended up liking this one. So I've used this one quite a bit, and it matches my cute little pencil case. It's a vegan leather, so if you're not into real leather, this is a good option. And with the cover on cover, it slides in there so good. It just really fits nicely, and it looks nice. So I like that one. I use this one a lot, actually. So let me put my ollie dot back. Sorry, Jesus, I'm going to cover your face there. And so that is my ride or die planner, because when all else fails, this one is like Old Faithful. It's always there for me and doesn't let me down. So that is my first planner. So let me move on to planner number 2. So I think in my last couple of videos last year, I kind of fell off the ring planner bandwagon, because I was always wavering between personal and Franklin Covey compact. So I did what any other planner girl or guy would do, and I chose to set up A6 rings instead. So I just got this adorable A6 planner from Aura Estelle, and I just think it's so cute. I wanted to try A6 again. I used to use A6 a long time ago. I think if you go back in my videos far enough, you'll see them. And so I thought, why not just give it another shot? So I do have this super cute cloud planner in A6. It's got 30mm rings, and this is vegan leather. I love double snaps. That's a big selling point with me. So I don't really have too much going on in the pockets other than the February sterling ink card. And then I've got this cute little bow that came from Heather B. Yeah, Heather B. And then I have a ollie clip here. So this one says it's from Lionheart's Creations. And then I got this as a freebie in something. I mean, it came with something else I bought. And so the first one is my inbox. So what I should have is some sticky notes here, because pretty much my inbox is always just sticky notes. If I have to jot something down, that's it. That's all I do. I don't have like an insert that I use where I make lists of things. So this will end up getting a sticky note. I do kind of like how you can see February peeking through there. And that is from Sterling Ink. That's the freebie. This one is from My Minimal Planner, and I'm gonna, I've got some stickers I'm gonna mark off. Oh, I know, I'm gonna give them right now. I just wanna show you these stickers. So, can you see that pattern in those little dots? Aren't they cute? This is from High Paper Clouds. So I might as well do this now while I'm thinking of it. Mark off January. So now I have to keep these in my planner. Otherwise, when I go to find them for the next month, I won't be able to locate them. So that's how I'm going to mark off the months. And then I have the US holidays. I think this is a freebie from somebody, but it doesn't actually have a name on it, so I'm not sure who. And then I do this similar to the way I do my Hobonichi, where I have paydays, days off, and weekends to work all on here. So I wish I would have chosen a different color for my paydays because they kind of blend in, but so I've got a little key up here. My paydays are kind of in this tan, vacation days are in green, and then weekend work days or on call are in purple. So that's fun. This is I can't remember if this was a freebie or not. So this pattern was from Plain Chic Plans, this acetate, and I just printed it out myself. I finally figured out that you have to print on the correct side for acetate, otherwise the ink just goes everywhere, but I've got it now. And then this is a dashboard from Lion Hearts Design. It's a printable. Is it Hearts or Heart? Lion's Heart Creations. I think I got that right now. And then we finally get to my calendar. And I have this kind of subdivider from Heather B. Co. With the plaid. I know I got a lot going on here with my plaid and my animal print, but I don't mind. So I have these inserts from Handy Forms, and I absolutely hate this page. So I'm going to try to find something to cover this up, but it's going to have to be dark enough that I can't see through it, because that would bother me. So what I thought I'd do is, I mean, this is just way too much to just take white out, but like I might put some white paper over this and then cover that with washi tape. That's really pretty or something, because I already have a 2022 overview in my planner, so I don't need to see this. And I think this is kind of ugly. So anyway, here is my monthly layout, and I love, love, love this layout. So what I like about this insert is it's got the same amount of columns on each side, because, and I'm talking about columns that are usable for the calendar, not something that just says notes or, you know, whatever, lists. I want the calendar to have 3 sections on each side, and I rarely have that much going on the weekends, so I'm totally fine with a stacked weekend. So this one works perfect. Plus, bonus, it's got the lines in there because I can't write straight without lines. And here is February. And I think these are just some old stickers I'm trying to use up. I have gone through my stickers and tried to categorize them and organize them and get rid of things that I don't think I'll use. So I'm trying to use up some stickers that I just have had around forever. So that takes care of the monthly. I know it's hard to see, but this actually says week on here. I didn't label that very nicely. So I'm using this. This, I believe, is from Peanuts Planner Co. It's a printable. And so I have this horizontal week on 2 pages. And I am loving my Zig Dot markers to make dots on this paper. I've tried it before in my Hobonichi, and there was just too much showing through the other side, so I didn't like it. But on this paper, instead of me using all my little tiny dots, which I have a million of them, but you know, sometimes you can't find exactly the size you want or exactly the color. So using these dot pens are so slick. So yeah, and then I just like to check things off as I get them done. So this is where I would put things like going to the post office. I do still put like my high level work items, like meetings and where I'm scheduled. But I wouldn't write any notes about work in here. That's all for my work planner. And in my work planner, I wouldn't write things like, you know, get groceries and go to the post office. So this is next week. So I have my little dots from my pen. I just love it. I think those are going to work out so nice for this type of paper. I do have another insert, which is also from Peanuts Planner Co. And I've used this type before. Last time I used an A6, I used this vertical layout, and this works pretty nice too. So when I get bored with the other one and want to switch it up, I'll go to this one. And here's a divider. It says day on it. Since most of my daily notes are work notes, I don't think I'm going to need like an actual day insert. So I won't need a separate insert, or even a, you know, some people use a day on 2 pages. Like, you know, their timed outline would be here and then they have notes over here. I don't need that because I'm not putting my work notes in here. That would just be a lot of space taken up for nothing. So I'm just using this insert from SM Plans, and I'll only use a page when I need it. So as you can see, at the beginning of my vacation, I made my master list of things I wanted to get done. I've also made a grocery list of groceries to get, but the last time I used this was the 8th, and today is like the 13th. So obviously I haven't needed to write any lists down in the meantime, so, or any notes or anything that are home related. So I don't waste the paper. And then we get to notes and student loan crap. Oh, there's phone numbers on there again. So I've got this super cute, there's so many cute note papers out there. And then I'm going to skip over this page. Oh, that's the last note, because before in my planner, I had a ton of work notes, you know. It makes it really hard to switch sizes, because then I feel like if I have work notes in an A6 and I switch to Franklin Covey Compact, I want all those same notes in there. So now I've taken all my work notes out of there. So I think I can change planners on the fly anytime I get the desire. And I think I'll like that. So I've got some super cute note paper. This happens to be, let's see if that first one had a name on it. It's something about planting seeds, seed planting. I don't know. So I will have to put that in description. This one came from Hey Planner Girl. These two did. I love them. And they really go good with the color of this planner. I have lists, and then I'm not sure where this came from, but I printed this out myself. I just can't remember if it was a freebie or if I bought it somewhere. And then again, this dashboard is from Lion's Heart Creations. And this was a freebie that's been kind of going around. I don't think the name's on here. No, the name's not on here, but I mean, if you're hanging out in the planner community, you probably already have this in your planners. So, so books to read. I have a ton of books in my Kindle app that I need to read, which means I have to stop YouTubing so much and start doing more reading. These are inks to try, because a lot of times in my phone, like on Instagram or Facebook, I belong to a lot of groups that are pen related and ink related as well. And so I'll take like a screenshot if I see somebody that has a picture of an ink that I think I would like to try. So I went through my camera roll and I made a list, and man, there's a bunch of them. But you know, in Minnesota in the wintertime, it's pretty risky to buy ink, you know, because I mean, we've just recently had weather where it was like 15 below. So I have to wait till spring, and then I can order some ink. My wish list looks pretty short, but I mean, I know if I really think about it, I could come up with a lot more, but I'm trying to be realistic. I did order for my Hobonichi weeks. I do have a custom codex coming. I actually have paid the main price for it. I still have to pay for the customizations. And then I don't think the 11 weeks starts until I pay for those customizations. So I need to get that paid in the next couple of days. But it's just ridiculous how much it adds up, because I think the base price was like $300. And now I have to come up with like another $150 for my customizations. It's like, wow. I'm going to have to just use that cover for the rest of my life. So I do have list paper. One of these is from SM Plans. That would be the one with a little pink heart on it. This one. It's so cute. And then I cannot remember where I got this one. I've had this one forever, so I do not know. And let's see, I have another dashboard. This is from Plain Chic Plans. So I think this is the one you had to pay for. And then I have my tracker. I've been so bad at like taking my supplements. I'm supposed to be taking like B12 and vitamins and calcium and all this stuff, and I just suck at it. So as you can see, like I'm really good at 2 of them, but I really need to get on board and start being more consistent with taking my other ones. And also I need to start drinking water. I'm like a Diet Coke freak, so I always try to convince myself that it's like drinking water, but we know it's not. So I need to start drinking water. And then I like to keep track of, was I late for work? Was I on time? Did I stay late? Did I go to bed at 11 or earlier? So I have really decided, starting tomorrow, the 14th, I'm going to really try hard to fill in all my spaces. Projects. So, of course, I don't want to keep a lot of work stuff in here. So this project list came from, oh, I gotta say this word again. I hate saying this word. I think it's G or G, Papetree. I hate saying the word papetree because it doesn't sound right to me. I'm not French, so I don't know. I could be totally butchering that. But anyway, so what I did was, instead of using this for like, I'm going to check off as I do it, you have, when it's due, it's done, and then the whole entire project is done. I'm just using this as a guide. Basically, I divided my house into sections. And so I know that when I need to clean, I need to start at the top and work my way down. And if I slack off a couple of days, I pick up where I left off. But this is kind of a general guide of all the things I need to do. So by the end of it, my house will be relatively clean. I mean, it probably wouldn't pass the test for some of you, but my house cleaning standards aren't ridiculously high. I'm kind of a slob. So, and next section is work. I do have a small work section, and all I did was put the start times for work. Did I already have that in here somewhere? I feel like that's a duplicate. No. So that's all I'm keeping in here for work. I mean, I do have some, I do have a list of projects that I need to work on. But instead of putting that in the project section, because this isn't my official work planner, I just put it here under my work section. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do for work in this planner. And then I have my miscellaneous section. So again, this is one that's been rolling around the planner community, the trigger list. And then this came from Onyx Paper Co. I love this. I have vehicle maintenance, and I need to update it because I've taken my vehicle in twice and haven't updated this. Because no, I have not gone since November of 2020 since my last oil change, because that would be bad. Planner hashtags. My minimal planner is where I got this. And then this is a get things done list, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I bought this, but it is so tiny. I just feel like, I don't know, I'd have to really hold it up close to see it. So the shop name says Not Mad About It. It's very tiny, tiny, tiny print. I don't know how I feel about that. This is the only Valentine's Day related stuff in my planner. I didn't really want to get too themey because then I feel all this pressure to change it for every holiday or every season. And it gets to be too much work. So this was a freebie a long time ago, and I think it was Plan with B had this on her freebies, and I just printed it out on acetate. This love potion came from Lion's Heart Creations. Super cute. That little love potion bottle. Oh my God, I love it. I did buy this from Not Mad About It. Also, again, the print is just so small for me. I just wish that, I mean, there's a lot of wasted space here. I would like this print to be bigger, to be honest with you, but I paid for it, so I put it in here. But I have really had some thoughts at times of starting my own Etsy shop and making inserts that I would like, and not to like make so much money that I'm going to quit my job or anything. It would just be a fun hobby. But I'm not sure I'm going to do it just because I feel like the insert market is so oversaturated right now. I don't know if there would be any point. So then in my miscellaneous section, I have a little bit of extra note paper. This extra note paper here came from, whoops, I hit my camera. Sorry about that. So I have this note paper in here from Plan with B. So I will say all my note papers are beautiful, but my complaint is, and this is another reason why I would like to have my own Etsy shop and make my own inserts. The squares are just too damn small. Like, I like the squares in the Hobonichi, and these are just way, way tiny. I don't even know how many millimeters they are, but I mean, please, I've got big loopy handwriting and I need to set it free. This came from Christine Loves Planning. That was free with my item I bought from her. Let me show you what I bought. So I bought this super cute little book that can hold credit cards, but what I did with it, I put all my little tiny stencils in here. Most of my stencils came from Dear Lily Designs. So I just keep all my little cute stencils in here. They just fit perfectly. So adorable. Again, that's from Christine Loves Planning. So that's where I got this too. So in the back, you know, I have strings that I can use. I think, are there some in the front too? No, just in the back. So there's, if I want to put a book here, I can use the strings. This is from, I think, Pineberry Studio. I just love this bunny. I have my vaccine card, an extra check, stamps, these cute little cards. I can't remember the name of the shop. Let's see. I'm going to bring that up close so you can see it. It's actually an Etsy shop that I got it from. So, but it looks like maybe she has her own website too, but anyway, I just thought these were cute. So I keep them in the back. This is from Tyrion Designs. And I bought this when I was using a TN. And I'm glad I didn't throw it away because I really need to start a diet. So I still have this little book and it's really, really nice. So you put your date, you keep track of your water, your meals. I didn't know if I really wanted that in my planner. Like, if somebody paged through my planner, I wouldn't want them to see like my dieting information, you know. But if I just stick it in the back, then let me just show you that again. So that's really nice. If I just stick it in the back pocket, someone's not likely to rifle through it. It looks like you can do your weight tracker and your measurements. You know, that's the kind of stuff, if somebody at work saw it, I would, you know, I'd have to kill them. So then I got the pharmacy hours and numbers. And then the card from Estelle that came with this planner. I've got 2 pen loops, so what's nice is I keep my pen in one, and then I can put either a Tombow or one of these Zig dot markers in there as well. So, put this book back in here. This cute little card. See, it's very subtle, you know, the book being back there. So you'd really have to be rifling through my stuff to find it, I think. So there's no back pocket on these, but that's okay. Again, 30mm rings, and let me show you the other one I have. I haven't even taken the plastic off the button yet, but this one is called, oh gosh, what's the color name? Plum Diamond. So I just love it. It's so cute. Let me take this out. I mean, it's the same on the inside. It's just, I just love the color. It's so beautiful. And full disclosure, I ordered the one, and I think it's called Carnelian. It's very, very light pink. It almost looks white. And so I really hope that the A6 sticks for a while, because I'm going to have 3 A6 planners. But the nice thing is I can switch back and forth anytime, because my work notes don't need to be in here. All I really need is, you know, like if I was going to switch to a different size right now, all I would need duplicated is the monthly, because I could pick up on the week wherever I was, and I could pick up on the day wherever I was. And so I think it would be super easy just to switch back and forth. And I probably will, because I do have this beauty. I have this gorgeousness of a planner from Gillio, and let me tell you, this thing is so beautiful. I just love the color of it and the texture and everything about it, and it just feels nice, and it's really hard not to be using it. So it's kind of a struggle between the A6. The bad thing about the A6, once you get into a trifold, I feel like you really need to use it as a desk planner, because like if you're standing in an elevator and you're like, oh, I gotta check where my next meeting is, it's a little awkward to open this whole thing up and then rifle through your planner. Whereas if it was just, you know, like this, it'd be a little easier to just peek inside there. So once you get this flap, it becomes more of a desk planner, I feel. And that's fine. So this may make an appearance. It is kind of sort of set up. So I could just really, I just keep the monthly part updated. It has the same Handy Forms insert for the month. So I could literally just, like today, if I had decided, well, next week I want to use my personal size, I would just set up a weekly for next week, and off I'd go. So I would have everything I needed.